Getting a little flack on my video about the guy carrying the water bag. This is how water is carried all over the world traditionally. You couldn't fill up a Mesopotamian clay jar and haul it around on a camel. Even the British Museum have some of these water bags in their artifacts that come from here. The Native Americans did the same thing. They have these water bags. They're Native American. They're traditional, and a lot of them were on the Plains Indians were made out of buffalo bladders. But when, here's one, when Columbus came over here and reported back to the Vatican about the bag, the man carrying the bag of water with feathers on his head. And the Native Americans play the flute, pan. Aquarius is the buffalo. And Native American tradition. And it looks like, if you look at it, the original star cast before they all changed them, it looked like the back of a great buffalo. When I lived on the reservation, I lived in Buffalo Valley at the foot of Buffalo Mountain. And it doesn't, people hang glide off of it. And it indeed looks like a buffalo. So, in the Greek, pitcher, pitcher, crock, jug, jar, jug, pitcher, jar, you are flagon. There it is. It's a flagon. Many different names for it. Canteens found all over the world. I mean, let's face it, only the rich could afford to pay somebody to haul around their wine and water in heavy clay pots. You didn't traverse the desert like that, and nor did you in the Americas. Wine skins, it's spoken of throughout the New Testament. But in that verse, they chose to change it and use the word pitcher because they can. Flagon. Flagon, water bag. The man carrying the water bag who's got feathers in his head. Ancient Mesopotamian gods. The god Ea, whose Sumerian equivalent was Enki. Inca is one of the three most powerful gods in the Mesopotamian pantheon, along with Anu and Enlil. He resides in the ocean underneath the earth. No, he resides in the earth across the ocean. Inca, called the Absu, the Atlantic, which was an important place in Mesopotamian cosmic geography. The god across the waters. He's got the feathers, he's got the pine cone, he's got the bucket of water. He's the lion man. It's the pineal gland. In Hebrew tradition, Moses had a staff of the almond tree, Aaron's rod. And it was the almond. The almond staff had to bud. Pop. The eye of Horus, the magic lamp. They all have this almond shape. Even in the new Illuminati deck, they have a depiction where the earth is the shape of an almond. They call it a football. We're kicking the football around. Got team spirit. Here they are in all their forms, the many pantheon, all of our gods. And they depict them to us to evoke the lower chakras instead of the upper chakras. Speaking of the lower chakras, a woman has a stone. You rub the stone on the woman. Hello, her G spot. G for the 7. You got to rub the stone in the head, not down there. Different stone. As above, so below. Another depiction. All of this to me is what you would call Enki, the son of Ea, Thalum, the son of Saturn, and it's all about the pineal gland and connecting with your higher self. And the realms of the heavens, here he is. They demonize them all, really. That's so you don't think about it. When you become afraid, your cognitive skills shut down and you go into this fight or flight mode. But this goes back to time before time. And this is the Mesopotamian version of Libra, of Venus in Libra. She's got the bird feet. Her birds here are they're night birds, number 1. They're the wisdom of the night, the owl. In South America, it's Viracocha, same thing, but he has the bat, another bird that can see or hear in the dark. Telling you, here he is here. He's got his foot on the lion. He's got his wings. He's got his rod, which is the fixed cross. There are 3 crosses. You need to know which one you're looking at, and then you can define. There he is with his water bag. And you know, in the upper house of Capricorn is the other eagle, Aquila, that is in the heavens, by the way. And the Native Americans, the corn looks just like the pine cone. The corn. You have the corn, the almond, the pine corn, and as I've mentioned, the magnolia. They all have this shape, design, this seeded effect, this natural 1.618 ratio going on. It's mixing the masculine and the feminine. And every culture depicted it in their way. I love this one because to me this is the oldest Baphomet I've seen. And that looks like here the elephant, which is Saturn, the children, the man with the staff, which is the pole, and the lion. Every culture, you have to know the legends, and then the symbols. The matriarch uses symbolism. The patriarch uses the alphabet. You have to put the 2 together, and then the language appears in iconography. It's really not hard. But the man carrying the bag of water, and that is exactly how Bedouin carrying water bag. They show you clearly in the movie Queen of the Desert. She's out tromping around the desert in the Arabian Peninsula from Iran all the way down. And they carry these water bags. Go take a look at the movie. And then tell me I'm wrong.